Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Cancer, we're going to look at release and receive this week. So but the release, I'm being specific about it. For the first card that comes out, because I have many cards that come out, the first card that comes out in this is not something you need to release within yourself. This is something that you need to disengage from, something you need to stop doing, something you need to not do. That's what this release is. And then we're kind of looking at it a little more deeply with other cards. And you're releasing this so that you can receive something. The universe wants to bring something in, so create an exchange of energy, right? So, all right, we're gonna get started. I'm going to use you have the Messiah at the bottom, serving humanity with humility, Cancer. My archetype deck, I'm gonna start with that, and then we're gonna go into the El Key deck, and I have me Wizard's Tarot here. So, without further ado, let's get it going. Cancer, release and receive for Cancer. With this first card, the release is something that you need to not do, disengage from. It might be temporary, it might be long-term, it might be for a week, permanently, just for a while, who knows? All right, Cancer. There's a plane. It's weird. Like, that's the second time that's happened. Like a low-flying plane. I don't mean today, like since I've been here. King is trying to come out. Benevolent leader. Tyrannical dictator, however you want to spin it. Okay, release the pioneer. Passion for doing and creating what has not been done. All right, don't do anything. Stop doing original things, Cancer. So, I mean, it could be. This is just not the time. This is not the kind of thing that feels like, I mean, you step away from this long term. I mean, I do readings weekly. So, you know, if you come weekly, the message could just pertain to something just, you know, right now. Because this is about, this kind of like the pioneering, the creative spirit here. Doing something that's not been done before. I don't know why you're being told like, The shadow is this compulsive need to keep moving on. So maybe that's that. Maybe if the shadow is showing up here, like what is the need for something that you want to create here? For something that you want to do that hasn't been done before. Maybe it's not been done in your life. What are the reasons behind this? If it's showing up in the shadow, it could be just you have this compulsive need to always keep moving forward. But the pioneer way, okay, what do you need to get ready to receive here? Oh, victim, the light, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. The shadow, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. Oh, bye, nice having you. This is a very interesting reading. Okay, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Others. There's two ways this comes through. One, it could be like a person. I don't know. It could be a person. And this, you know, the reason that this is coming up, maybe you're about to start a project and the universe is saying, not quite yet. This is not, give it another week or two and then you can do it. Because there's someone coming in that needs help, that's going to need your help. So it kind of shows up like that. Now, the other way this also shows up is like we're just talking about your energy and only your energy. And this is kind of looking at your need to do certain things. Excuse me, I just had my lunch. Looking at your need to do certain things. But the things that you should kind of be looking at are anything that you compulsively do, you know, without like, you just react to do it. I need to do it. I need to go. I do that. There's something here like that's just a need to move on. And I'm wondering if it has something to do with, you know, like when you feel like you've been treated unfairly, or when you have been treated unfairly. I think there's like a lot missing. I've only pulled out 2 cards. Because it's interesting too, right? This person is sitting here and they're choosing to put their feet in the cold water. So they're sitting there shivering, right? There's some choice here to be made about, to look at, that you've been making or you're about to make. Wow, interesting underline. You have Monk, Nun, and Don Juan. How incredibly opposite is this? And it's crazy because in both these cards, there's a masculine and feminine, a masculine. This almost looks like a monk and a nun, right? That have been very pious, praying, studying, alchemizing, doing spiritual work. I know I'm going to go out and have a good time later. Don't tell anybody. This is why they don't put monks and nuns in the... At least priests and nuns. Monks and nuns. You can't trust the priests. So, okay, the light attribute of monk nun is selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. The light attribute to Don Juan is spotlights your positive seductive qualities. The shadow of monk nun, negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety, holier than thou energy. And then the shadow attribute of Don Juan, using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. Because that can play into romantic connection. So that's what's kind of interesting here, right? Like the victimization. I'm a victim, come and save me. Come and save me with your big strong arms. Yeah, I need more cards. I need more cards, Cancer. So the L key deck, they who. I'm saying they, because whenever I say she, I feel like I'm excluding the guys. And then I have to go into this whole spiel about it's your feminine energy. All right. Release. She who brings light. Light, serenity, and beacon. Well, isn't that funny? Because this person has a light bulb for a head. What are you supposed to do? You're not? Okay. I don't know why. You're supposed to. Just kind of sit in the shadows for a second here. I mean, that's what I would describe the universe is saying. I don't know why. It's kind of like sitting in the shadows for a second. You might have a brilliant idea. It's just don't share it yet. It's not quite the time for something. And this something is, I want to say pretty nice. It's serene. It's a beacon of light. You know, because I call you guys the portals of love too, like you open up different avenues of love and different ways of it being expressed and experienced on earth. It could be something like that, right? Like serenity, light, a beacon. Not quite yet. It's not, there's something to deal with over here, this victim energy. She who hopes, love, hope, relationships. Well, what the heck? Receive. Receive what you're hoping for. You're going to receive the victim. A Okay, I think, oh, I'm gonna be honest, I think you have like a person coming towards you, or you're going towards a person. Don't start any new projects. Because, you know, this card that's coming out with this is hope. I wasn't sure like how to read this, if it's an individual, because I don't know if they're in the light or the shadow. I'm hoping they're in the light. I think they are, because this is hope, love, hope, and relationships. If this person has been a victim in the past, they haven't had very good relationships in the past, I think this person still has hope. This person still knows how to love. But I feel like this person also comes from a place where, you know, they understand what it is to be the victim. They understand the part that they play in it or have played in it. And they also understand the part that the perpetrator played in it. And so they know how to identify that within themselves and within the people that they're engaging with. So this person knows how to create boundaries too, personal boundaries. Because I want to look at everything in the shadow is what this person has worked through. Playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. So no pities. No pity parties. I'll have my pity party in private. Inability to maintain personal boundaries. So I feel like this person knows how to maintain personal boundaries. This is what you're going to receive. You're going to receive someone who's been through a shitty relationship. But I feel like they've grown a lot in it. I kind of want to say I think this is a nice energy. It's healthy. This person understands healthy relationships. It's almost like, I don't want to tell anyone to put their life on hold though. I mean, it's a general reading. You can't just wait for people to show up. I don't know. Because it's a nice energy over here. Maybe. Wait a second. Now, the cards that come out after the archetype do not necessarily state this is what you should hold back doing. And that's how I've done like all of them so far. You're the fourth one, right? This is the light, the serenity, the beacon. You are a safe place. Light, the light. The light is in both these cards. Release the light. Don't hold it into yourself anymore. The bottom. She who persists, perspective, defiant, persistent. She who forgives, remorse, guilt, and forgiveness. Well, that's very interesting. These are two very different ways to actually, you know, come out of being a victim, being victimized in some way, isn't it? If this could be you, I mean, well, this could be, but why do you hold your light back? I honestly feel like it's weird though. This almost feels like a lighthouse to me. And it is like a lighthouse for something, like you're attracting something in. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could be like a really amazing friendship with someone who really well, hope in relationships. They still have hope in relationships. They haven't lost hope, but they've seen the dark side of relationships. Like somebody could be persistent and defiant in their perspective. My perspective is I've been victimized, and I get that in the comments all the time. Not yours. Well, sometimes. Where's it showing? Oh, yeah, anyways, we're not going to talk about other signs when they're not here. Well, they'll get through it, I hope. Otherwise, it's a horrible state of mind. Everyone's done me wrong. Everyone will always do me wrong. Ugh, even saying that hurts. But that's what this feels like. It's just persistent and defiant. But this is forgiveness, remorse, guilt, and forgiveness. I feel like remorse and guilt and forgiveness kind of go into what I was saying, like they understand the part they played in relationships, if they were victimized or their power was taken away from them, how they allowed that to happen. And, you know, even also seeing the perpetrator too, like what that person did was wrong, or all of that, seeing all of it. because that's how you develop the ability to maintain personal boundaries, healthy boundaries. Fast. And what is this? This is like so opposite too. This is like taking a vow of celibacy or taking a vow of, like, I will only be devoted to God and nothing else. Mankind is not worth me. Well, what the hell does God want you here to do but connect with mankind? Yes, yeah. Anyways, everyone's got their own path. I just bring it up. I always think about that, like with people that go into the mountains and they just monk. They don't even get involved with the community a lot of times. I'm like, what's the point? So you're having a relationship with God, but when you die, you are a relationship with God. What are you doing for humanity? Anyway, that's just me. But so Don Juan here, all right? These are very opposite. Can you find a balance? Find a balance in that. That's interesting. But that is, the light of both of these is balance. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit spotlights your positive seductive qualities. It's not forgetting that you're human, right? But that's the thing that I feel like they forget, because that is negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. I think it is. You know what I mean? Like, why are you up in the mountain all the time for your whole life? I just don't get it. Maybe that's my problem. Because you came from spirit. When you die, you'll go back to spirit. This is an opportunity to disconnect from spirit and try to find your way back instead of just being there all the time and being like, look at me, I'm wonderful. You try to balance career and children. Let's just say it. Look at me with my poor little attitude. Okay, now some time for silence. I'm going to go into the tarot. I want to see what the energy is between these 2 points. Very interesting. Go ahead, honey. Kiss the frog. See what happens. I just see that, right? She's looking at him. Kiss the frog. There's hope. Well, you never know. The Chariot. It might work out. Ooh, that's kind of like Cinderella, right? Like the frog turning, the fairy tale shit. The frog turning into the prince. Making a carriage out of a pumpkin. Okay, what is the energy between the Empress? Well, that's nice. Wow, that's also interesting. What is the energy between this? Like, that's an individual. I need all your cards in this one, Cancer. These were just flying out the door. These readings today, and then I hit yours. Like, what is going on? What is this? The Five of Cups. Yeah, that's how I feel. It's like, geez. Cancer's throwing me for a loop. Four of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, okay. Protect your light. There's a reason, I don't know, but I'm getting that here. So it definitely is about like not shining it in some way or in some avenue or in some way that you've never shone it before. Not right now. The Four of Swords, Temperance, and the Seven of Wands. Like, this is to take a second here, defend your energy. All right, the universe wants you to receive the victim, though. The High Priestess, the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. There's a whole lot of women over here. Jeez. Empress is in the middle. I don't know what this energy is over here that you're going to receive, but it's really powerful. I mean, the High Priestess, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is like somebody working in a kind of, yeah, like I would say in solitude with the universe. With the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles, in solitude with the universe, and actually creating. Like there's creation going on over here, and boy, it's a shitload with the Queen of Pentacles that comes in. Like it's a shitload of creation going on over here. Or maybe this is a cycle that you yourself are going to be entering. I gotta say, if you're masculine and you like feminines, if you're feminine and you like feminines, I really do feel like that there's a feminine energy that you should get ready to receive. This person is quite magical. This person's been through it too. I gotta understand the Empress more though. That's the energy that sits between this. Is this a person? I'm picking up too, for some of you, you could be in a same-sex relationship. If you are, I'm not sure what you want to shine your light about. Maybe it's move in a different direction. But it's almost like there's a partner that already sits between you and something else. So it's a very intriguing reading. Because like I said, there's a whole lot of woman over here. The High Priestess. The Nine of Pentacles. All of the cards on this side are feminine. The Queen of Pentacles. The Victim. Well, she looks feminine. She has long hair. She looks delicate. And another, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, obviously the She-Who deck, they're all feminine. But in the archetype, they're not, nor in this tarot. Well, the Queen of Swords is at the bottom. There's another fine lady. I need to know about this Empress in the middle. Because yeah, it honestly looks like to me, like, hang on to your light. If there's something that you wanted to do, you got a bright idea about doing something you haven't done before, this is not the time to do it. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Okay, tell me more about the Empress between these 2 points. The Empress. Okay, the Fool card, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, or the Four of Wands. Okay, tell me about the Victim. The Three of Wands. The person is bringing you in like a hot manifestation. They are. This person is bringing you in like a hot manifestation. Because it even, like the Three of Wands, they're pointing this way. They're pointing their wand towards you. Okay, the energy of the Empress. The Empress has taken a long time for some sort of fresh new beginning. Or this Empress has been in, I want to say, well, a marriage, because the Empress would be associated with marriage. The Queen of Cups and the Four of Wands too, that is marriage. There's somebody here, Cancer, that you're going to be meeting. And this person's manifesting you like a hot potato. Like you're coming in like yeah. I don't know what your brilliant idea is, but it does feel like it could steer you off course of something quite significant over here that the universe wants to give to you. What is this idea? What is this bright idea that you're supposed to hang on to? The Six of Swords in the Tower. Oh, what are you going to do? The Six of Swords in the Tower. So you're like this going towards like causing a major shakeup in some would be shocking. Why would that be so shocking? You're going in a better direction. Anything else you can tell me why this, with the Five of Swords, ooh, you're cutting something out. No. It's still showing up a little bit. Like somebody here has maybe got a partner and cutting it out to go to something much more significant. Sounds terrible. Oh my God. I can't believe that came out of my mouth like that. I just channeled it, right? Divine doesn't judge. Like, this is better. Go over here. The Four Swords. You got the Four Swords. Okay. The Ace of Cups. Put a hold on this new beginning. That's a Temperance. Eight of Cups. God, so many cards. Eight of Pentacles. Judgment. Ace of Wands. Five of Cups. King of Cups. Even that feels like too much for me. Okay, this is alchemy with Temperance. Something is alchemizing here. Somebody walked away from, I want to say, some sort of emotional investment to focus on work. Somebody walked away from an emotional investment to focus on work. They kind of got like a new spring in their step doing this. Quite inspired, but the emotional part hasn't been satisfied here. And that's where you're going. So is this you? Yeah, something here, the emotional part has not been satisfied. Or some emotional part in you has not been satisfied. So the Seven of Wands. Oh, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Empress. Defend yourself. There's some sort of maybe collaborative project. Maybe you get together with some friends and work on something. This feels like a friend group. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. But the Empress is there. This is what you're supposed to defend your energy for. All right. Why does this person have hope? Have hope. Oh, the Ten of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Wow. I want to say this person has hope because they understand like the give and take in relationships. They understand what it takes to make a relationship work. They understand that, you know, you need to show up in more than just what you say, but the actions that you take in a relationship with the Six of Pentacles, how you give. This person knows how to give and how to receive. And they know how to turn that into happiness. Well then, wouldn't you want to hold up for that? So the High Priestess. This is like some really powerful divine feminine energy over here. Okay. Wow, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. This is a no touche de pas. This honestly is, it's like somebody who's been in the temple. So, right, they're not touchable. The Two of Cups in the Ten of Pentacles, like there it is. There's wah. But it's in like a structure. It's in something structured. It's a no touch with the Eight of Swords. But that's what that would be, right? With the spiritual energy. But then it goes into Don Juan, like, haba. Coming off the mountain. So Nine of Pentacles. Looks like she shaved her legs. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do, though. As a woman who lives in a cold climate, they do help to keep you warm. Wow, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands. Oh, this person has had to work through a lot. This is almost like, okay, to get to the Nine of Pentacles, there's a lot of practical steps and effort that need to be taken here. And the Nine of Cups is, you know, like these dreams that you have and how do you get there? Well, the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands is telling you it ain't easy, honey. It's not easy and it's not a light road. There's a lot of heavy burdens to carry in this. A lot to think about. This is a very developed person. The Queen of Pentacles. the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So see, now that's interesting because this person is very grounded in the 3D. They're becoming very grounded in the 3D after like being on the mountain, I would say, like being on the mountain, being on the spiritual quest. And then, but the thing that hasn't been satisfied is the emotional, right? And I see that over here for you. So that would make a 10 of Cups, a 2 of Cups. Oh, you got the Sun at the bottom and then it's reversed. Well, that's interesting. So there's your reading, Cancer. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to look at what motivates you at this time. What are you most anxious about? And then there's a whole bunch of different like advice things that we're going to look at there. So thank you so much, Cancer. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.